Everyone, welcome to MGS Coaching Football, and thank you for watching my channel. I do really appreciate it. Today, in this presentation, I'm going to share with you one of our auxiliary run plays out of our inside veer. It's a misdirection play, okay, and again, it's part of our triple option package, including the gun triple. Although this is not as effective out of the gun, it can work, okay. But today's presentation, the quarterback will be under center. It's what we call 22-23 Sally, and I'm going to show it to you versus a 4-3 over front. So at this point, non-subscribers, you push the button, you learn everything from our numbering system to why we call it a 4-3 over, okay, all those things. But also, I'm going to show this to you with the ball in the left hash. So we're going to appear as though we're running our inside veer to the big field, and the reality is it's coming back into the boundary. Okay. So first I'll go through the key terms over here to help you better understand what 22-23 Sally is. And then over here, I'll go through the diagram with you with the nuances and how it works. Okay. Make sense? All right. So the first key term, number one here, is what is meant by 22-23 Sally? Well, the number, right? 22, because in the diagram I want to show you 22 Sally. The number means that it's a flash fake to the B back. Okay, we are selling inside via, but there's no read. So the 22 means there's no B back read. Okay. The Sally is a slot counter with no pull, right? S Sally, S slot. So this is a slot back. Okay, misdirection play. That's why we call it Sally. All right. The second key term, why would we do this? Well, we want to take advantage of an aggressive Mike linebacker. Okay, in the case of the 4-3. 4-3 over is a front we see more than any other in our conference, to answer that question. Okay, so there's got to be more than one way to take advantage of an aggressive, over the top, inside quarterback defending Mike linebacker. Well, this is one way to do it. Okay, so that's why we would call, in this case, as I get to it, 22 Sally. Number three, the term flash fake, that we got to sell the inside veer. I mean, we're big, right? We're a numbers field angle team. Okay, all things being equal, right? So if we feel as though in any particular game that taking advantage of the big field is in our favor, then we're going to do that. And so you got to have something coming back to break tendencies or take advantage of something the defense is doing into the boundary. So the flash fake is a huge part of this play, and it's going to also include, as that when we get to the diagram, the quarterback continuing as if he's now reading the pitch key. Okay. And then finally, number four, the backside slot. In this case, the T, our boundary slot, is going to execute a twirl motion, and then he's going to block, in this case, Mike to Will, right? Here's the guy that we're trying to take advantage of because he's hard, aggressive, patching over the top, defending B back, but more importantly, he's an inside quarterback defender. We're taking advantage of him first, but this guy's going to play too, and he'll fold inside. So if he takes off, then we're going to block him. Okay? So now it's time to get to the diagram. Okay, we're going to show you, here's our Detroit, right? Our 2x2, ball's on the left hash. So here's the big field, 22 Sally, right? So subscribers know this. Here's a freebie, non-subscribers. 22 is we're going to the right, right? Even numbers, we're going to the right. But the Sally, he's colored in blue. The H is going to be carrying the ball into the boundary to the left. Okay? And the T, as I mentioned, is going to be executing the twirl. So first things first, let me get to, excuse me, the backside wide receiver is going to execute our gift, the flash first. Okay, he sees the quarterback's back, and now his job is to block, cut off, shield near safety. Okay, that's his job. Play side wide receiver is going to stalk NDB, right near defensive back, blocking for the pitch to sell the fact that we're trying to run our veer to the big field, inside veer, right? Even though we're not. Up front, it's, base to white, base to white, base to white. So we got to block here and here. The defense won't pick up on when you're blocking number one, the handoff key, that it's not the inside veer. Right, base to white. Gonna come here and here. We got to seal that one technique because he could blow this whole thing up. We're trying to take advantage of him. So center has his eyes on that Mike linebacker. And our B back is going to run his track. Okay. And the last guy I'll get to is the backside slot running the twirl. Here's the key now on the flash fake by the quarterback. He's going to take all his steps. He's going to get the ball there, flash. Boom, there it is. And then he's going to quickly pull it. In fact, before his front foot hits the ground, he's going to pull it for ball secured. I don't want to get into the actual ride and then trying to pull in case there's some kind of a collision. Anything can go wrong, and it's not going to be a clean disconnect to hand the ball off to in this case, the H slot, right? So it's going to be a flash pull before the front foot hits the ground. Pull the ball, flash fake. As a coaching point, when it's a flash fake, before your quarterback's front foot hits the ground, have him pull the ball back. Just this action, the initial step, reaching the ball, right, for the ride and decide, that's enough to sell the defense. Okay? If the defense can read the difference, then they should be playing up a level or two. Okay? Not the Division III level of college football. So that's the flash fake. Now here's the key. As he pulls it, before that front foot hits the ground, he continues on his course, tacking down as if he was reading the pitch key. Okay? As if he's reading the pitch key. Now, the slot back, we have him deepen slightly. I mean, you don't want to make it so obvious that, everybody can see it, including people on the sideline, the coaches in the press box. We have him deepen 6 inches, maybe a foot. Okay, he takes his normal stance. When that ball snapped, he's going to open up inside toward the quarterback. Okay, quarterback comes downhill. He takes a course, so they're in close proximity. So there can be a handoff. Okay, so it's a back handoff. So it's not in front, it's back. Okay, so if he, on the flash fake, follows this is what they do every time it's a flash fake. Extend the ball, pull it before your front foot hits the ground, right? Then he continues on that course. It should time up, so there's a nice little mesh handoff here. The 6 inches, a little bit deep, is just enough. If for whatever reason you find that it actually hurts the mesh, then have him take his normal slot alignment. Okay? So now, I'm not going to get into our cadence or the timing or any of that, but the twirl is going to be very late, so he should maybe get 2 or 3 steps in the ground. So it sells it to the defense, right? See, if we start seeing that sort of thing and he's a hard, fast flow over the top playing inside quarterback, And this will do it. That's why we run it like this. Ball snapped, twirl. He comes up in the B gap. He's reading the mic. If the mic does what we anticipate, he blocks the will. If for whatever reason the mic sits and plugs, then he's going to block the mic because that's the guy, after all, we're trying to take advantage of. And that play should hit anywhere because these guys are going to flow from the opposite A gap to B gap. It's not likely to bounce outside. Although if they were pinching and slanting, he's taught how to read and all that, it potentially could bounce. Okay? But this is our Sally play slot counter. Nobody's pulling. Here's the lead blocker. We're trying to take advantage of the Mike linebacker first, but especially if you can get the secondary rotating as soon as they see that tail motion begin, then this is a good play to take advantage of it. Okay, it's not something that you're going to run a half a dozen times a game, but if you set it up properly, it can be a nice big hitting play for you, maybe 2-3 times during the course of a game. Okay, so as I said at the beginning, thank you for watching my channel. I do appreciate it. For subscribers and non-subscribers alike, please reach out to me at CoachMJSullivan@gmail.com because I would love to talk football with you.